Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopijana Vallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Shri Shri Radha Madhava ki Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Premanandi Haribo. Thank you, Modestas. Hare Krishna and welcome everyone. Today we are going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam. Previously, in previous chapters, in the 4th chapter, it was described how Lord Brahma received the knowledge directly from Lord Krishna. Who needs translation? 1, 2. Who can translate from English to Germany? Would you give it a try?
No. Yeah. I can do the other way around.
Oh my God. Natasha, could you translate?
I can try, but I don't understand half of it, but I can try.
Okay, give it a try. Okay, so everyone who needs a translation can go behind. Natasha will translate. So yes, in previous chapters, Lord Brahma, it was described how he received knowledge directly from Krishna. And then in the previous chapter, Lord Narada Muni, he comes to Lord Brahma and he is speaking with Lord Brahma. And then Brahma continues speaking, and then this is what we are reading today. Srila Prabhupada said that Srimad Bhagavatam is like a sugar candy. So no matter which side you taste, no matter which from where you taste, it will all taste sweet. And in fact, Sanatana Goswami, one of our topmost acharyas, he said, Madeka bandhu matsangi madguru madmahadana madnistaraka madbhagya madananda namostute. He's saying he has written a book, and this book is called Krishna Lila Stava. And in this book there are beautiful prayers, very nice prayers to Srimad Bhagavatam. He is saying, Madeka bandhu, my only friend, bandhu, is Srimad Bhagavatam. Matsangi, my associate, is Srimad Bhagavatam. Mad Mahadana, my greatest wealth, is Srimad Bhagavatam. Madni Staraka, my deliverer, split up here. My deliverer is Srimad Bhagavatam. Mad Bhagya, my greatest wealth, my greatest joy is Srimad Bhagavatam. Madananda namostute. I offer my obeisances to Srimad Bhagavatam. And why? Asadu sadhuna. Srimad Bhagavatam, he continues, beautiful prayers, he continues, he's saying asadu sadhuna dhayin. From the person who is not saintly, Srimad Bhagavatam can make a saintly person. And also he can uplift the most fallen souls. And also Srimad Bhagavatam, and he is begging, please do not ever leave me. He is praying like that to Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Prema Hrid. He is praying that the words of Srimad Bhagavatam will be manifested upon his heart and upon his throat, accompanied with prema, with pure love of Krishna. This is how Sanatana Goswami is praying to Srimad Bhagavatam. So, glorifying the Srimad Bhagavatam, today we are reading from chapter 2, Canto 2, chapter 6, verse number 2. Usually when you need some time to find the page, then you look up and everybody is already... You did pretty well this time. Sarvāsūnāṁ vāyoś. Sarvāsūnāṁ vāyoś. Tan-nāse parama-āyaṇe. Tan-nāse paramāyaṇe. Aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ. Aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ. Ghrāṇo moda-pramodayoḥ. Ghrāṇo moda-pramodayoḥ. Sarvāsūnāṁ vāyoś. Tan-nāse paramāyaṇe. Aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ. Ghrāṇo moda-pramodayoḥ. Prabhupada.
Sarvāsūnāṁ vāyoś. Sarvāsūnāṁ vāyoś. Tan-nāse paramāyaṇe. Tan-nāse paramāyaṇe. Aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ. Aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ.
sarvāsūnāṁ ca vāyoś tan-nāse parama-āyaṇe aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ ghrāṇo moda-pramodayoḥ. Ladies, sarvāsūnāṁ ca vāyoś tan-nāse parama-āyaṇe aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ ghrāṇo moda-pramodayoḥ. sarvāsūnāṁ ca vāyoś tan-nāse parama-āyaṇe aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ ghrāṇo moda-pramodayoḥ. sarvāsūnāṁ ca vāyoś tan-nāse parama-āyaṇe aśvinor oṣadhīnāṁ ghrāṇo moda-pramodayoḥ. Translation. Sarva, all. Aśvinām, different kind of life airs. Cha, also. And it means also. What? Cha? Not fair, you're reading. Yeah, cha means and. Vāyoḥ, of the air. Cha, also. Tat, his. Nāse, in the nose. Parama-āyaṇe, in the transcendental generating center. Aśvinoḥ, of the Aśvinī-kumāra demigods. Oṣadhīnāṁ, of all medical herbs. Cha, also. ghrāṇaḥ, his smelling power. Moda, pleasure. Pramodayoḥ, specific sport. Translation. His two nostrils are the generating center of our breathing and of all our airs. His smelling powers generate the Aśvinī-kumāra demigods and all kinds of medical herbs, and his breathing energies produce different kinds of fragrance. There is no purport on this verse. Om ajnana-timirandasya jnanam jana shalakaya chakshurum militam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya manobhishtam sthapitam yena bhutale swayam rupa kadamayam dadati swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaita Savadvutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasvadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So before I start to speak, I want to ask for the blessings of every one of you. It is a custom to always ask for blessings of the superiors, but believe it or not, we never know who is the person sitting next to us, or who is he going to be tomorrow. So for that reason, we should always be very careful, and we should always ask for the blessings of all the present, and also for those who are not present. So previously in the 4th chapter, it was described how Lord Brahma received knowledge directly from whom? Krishna. You said Krishna first, isn't it? Yeah, he received knowledge directly from Krishna. And then furthermore, in the 5th chapter, Narada Muni, he is coming to Lord Brahma, and then Dhiranitai, he was giving a class on Yad Vigyano Yadadaro. Narada Muni, he is asking 5 questions of Lord Brahma. He's asking, from where do you get the power? Who is there? Are you someone subordinate? He's asking 5 different questions. And he also starts to praise Brahma like the ultimate and all-powerful. And then Lord Brahma, being a devotee, he is taking a humble position, and he's saying that he is working under the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I'm going to speak slower. You're welcome. And then Ramananda was giving a class speaking about importance of having a relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then after it, Gaur Mohan was giving a class, and Prabhupada in the purport was speaking. He was giving 2 analogies. I forgot the one, but the another one was that of a spider and the spider web. And then Gaur Mohan was giving a class about it. How Lord Brahma, he is like a spider, and how the whole creation is like a spider web. So interesting enough, the spider creates the spider web, and the spider walks here and there, and he is not entangled. But if a fly flies and catches, gone. We as living entities, once we... thank you. But the living entities, we are all entangled in this material world. And then not long ago, Advaita Simha, he was giving a class, and he was, because Lord Brahma, he is speaking about the universal form, and then Advaita Simha was sitting here, and he was taking a reference from 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is the universal form. That's right. And then he was referring to one verse 34. Bhishma drona pramukataha. No. Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayadratam cha karnam tatanyana piyoda vira mayahatan svam jahimavya tishta yutyasva jete sirane sapatnan. Where Krishna is saying that Drona, Bhima, Jayadrata, all of these great soldiers are already killed by me. And Apiyoda Vira and also the other great soldiers are already killed. So it is already done by me. So you do not lament. Yudyasva jetes rane sapatnan, but you fight, and you will win. And then Advaita Simha made a beautiful point how you see there is already arrangement for some things to happen. And it is on us, it is our choice to make that, do we want to be part of it or we don't want to be part of it. Krishna is saying that they are already killed by me, but you can be an instrument in my hand and you can fight for it. And this brings another dimension of responsibility and of a choice that we can make, that, yeah, really we want to be a servants of Krishna and we want to We are very nice devotees. And just yesterday, Ramananda was giving a class. Can somebody remind me what was the class about yesterday? Anyone?
About impersonality.
Okay.
Some people think God is impersonal.
Mm-hmm. So Ramananda was speaking yesterday about impersonality. Okay, what else? Nilambar?
Actually, I understood more like that he spoke about that the personal aspect also comes from Krishna.
Speaking about personal aspect and that it comes from Krishna. Monica?
He talked about the importance of our attitude in devotional service.
For example?
For example, that we should not try to keep something for ourselves, to surrender everything, and then devotional service will become ecstatic.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Does somebody wants to add something more? What do you remember from the class of Ramananda? Nilamba? This is very good. You remember quite good.
Because we offer things to Krishna, but we also should always be conscious that actually Krishna offers everything to us, so that we have something what we can offer to him.
Yeah, super important. Yeah, thank you. So yes, in fact, yesterday Srila Prabhupada in the purport, he was speaking about, he was quoting the Narada Pancharatra, the sarvato panipadam tat, sarvato kshi shiromukam. Hare Krishna. Sarva pani vinirmukta, tat paratvena nirmalam, hrishikena hrishikesha, sevanam bhakti ruchate. And the whole purport is around this verse that Krishna has given us senses, and that whatever we are doing is that it should be related toward Krishna. And then ultimately in the end of the purport, like Ramananda was also speaking about impersonalism. Who said impersonalism? Yeah, who was speaking about impersonalism? Yeah. So then following, because today there is no purport on today's verse, then today I just gonna connect to the purport of yesterday's purport of Srila Prabhupada and Ramananda and just following their footsteps. So in fact, many great devotees, they are glorifying the process of bhakti. The process of bhakti is mentioned so many times in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is speaking about devotional service in more than 51 verses. And he's speaking about Ananya Bhakti, about pure devotional service in 20 verses of the Bhagavad Gita. And in fact, many great devotees like Shiva, Brahma, Hanuman, the Yadavas, the Pandavas, they all glorify the process of devotional service. In fact, there is one very beautiful book, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, which speaks about pure devotional service and Narada Muni meeting different great devotees. And in fact, Prahlad Maharaj, he's saying in the 7th canto, verse 9, text 9, Manye, he's saying aham manye, it is my opinion. Dana, Bijana, Rupa, Tapa, Shruta, Ojas, Teja, Prabhava, Bala, Paurusha, Buddhi Yoga, Na Aradhanaya, Hibhavanti, Parasya Pumsa, Bhaktya Tutosha, Bhagavan Gajayuta Paya. He is saying, aham manye, it is my opinion that Dana, what is Dana? Charity. Abhijana is aristocrat relatives. Rupa, beauty. Shruta, learning. Ojas is sensory expertise. Teja, Teja is effulgence. Prabhava is diligence. Buddhi, intelligence. Yoga, mystic powers. Na aradhanaya, it cannot satisfy the Supreme Lord. So any material qualification that you have, it cannot, na aradhanaya hibhavanti parasya pumsa, it cannot please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when we come to a temple and when we give donation in the kund. It is not that Krishna, he needs that money, but it is for our purification. When we learn, it is not that Krishna is impressed by it. In fact, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he didn't even look on Digvijay Pandit, who knew the Shastras back and forward and center. He even didn't want to look at him. And also all our service, what we are doing, it is for our purification. And it is something that Advaita Simha was speaking about, quoting the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And then he is saying, Bhaktya tutosha, that only by devotional service, Bhaktya tutosha, you can please Krishna. So if you want to please Krishna, you have no options. If you want to please Krishna, you have to do bhakti, devotional service. And then, what is bhakti? Simply, bhakti is service that you do selflessly for the pleasure of the Krishna. Simple as that. So, in devotional service, the attitude matters a lot. If you see Meenakshi coming with Dani, and she comes to prasadam room, and there is one chapati left, and she wants to eat chapati, and Dani wants to eat chapati. Who's gonna get the chapati? Half, half Meenakshi, half Dani? No, 1-0 for Dani. Okay, now if there are two chapatis, 1-1? No. No, 2-0 for Dani. Dani will get 2, Meenakshi 0. Okay, now if there are 3 chapatis, 3-0 for Dani. Also, if the baby cries and he is wet at night, she will wake up, she will change the diaper, she will sleep next to the baby, she will be wet, but the baby will be dry and the baby will be safe. This is the intention, and this is the intention what matters in bhakti. And in fact, in the 26th verse of the 9th chapter, Krishna is using the bhakti twice. Yome bhaktya prayachati, tadaham bhaktyu upahritam. He's saying that only by devotional service, that whatever you do, you should offer it with devotion, and that what is offered with devotion I'm going to accept. But now Krishna, he doesn't use random words. And why would somebody use the word bhakti twice in one shloka if it is not important? And in fact, whatever we do, let's say we are making flower garlands. When we do the flower garland, then we say, oh Krishna, this flower, it comes to you. The buddhi yoga, the buddhi, the intelligence to make this flower comes from you. So in that spirit of service, like when we go to Ganges, we take the water of Ganges and offer it back to Ganges. In that spirit of service, we should, whatever we should do it in that mood that, oh Krishna, this living entity that comes from you just wants to offer you a little service. Please accept it. Please will be accepted. And this is what matters in bhakti. So, if you have bhakti, you have everything. If you don't have bhakti and you have everything, you have nothing. So what is the proof that if you have bhakti, that you have everything? Rupa Goswami says in Padyavali, Vyadasya charanam druvasya chavayo vidyah kajendrasya ka kubjaya kim munamarupamadikam kim tat sudam nodanam vamsah kim vidurasya yadava pateru grasya ka paurusham bhaktim tushyati kevalam natra gunair bhakti priyo madhava. Does Krishna give his mercy only for those who are 50 or more than 50? No, what is the proof? Who is the Prahlad, yes, yes. And Rupa Goswami, he is saying Dhruva. So Prahlad and Dhruva were just 5 years old, and they got the mercy of Krishna. And then, do you have to be beautiful to attract Krishna? No. What is the praman? What is the proof? Kulcha, yeah. And do you have to have PhD, double doctorate to get the mercy of Krishna? No. What is the proof? Gajendra. He is considered to be an elephant, and they say, "Thou like elephant." Elephants are not considered to be very intelligent. And also, do you have to come from a Brahman family? No. Who is the proof? I mean, what is the proof? Proof. Haridas Thakur, very well. Yeah. Rupa Goswami is saying Vidura. Vidura. So in that way, no matter who you are, no matter from where are you coming from, no matter which religion you belong or what kind of a color you are, how tall or how short you are, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came and he opened the storehouse of love by bringing kirtan into the public, and he asked everyone to forget about caste, color, gender, and to reunite in chanting and dancing, chanting the names of the Lord. So devotional service is, the love has the nature of sharing. Material affection or kama so often goes in the name of love. Material affection or kama is selfish. It is based on an illusory conception that I am this body, and everything what is in connection with this body is mine. So material lust or kama is selfish. And so often it is attachment for those things which are in connection with our body, with our minds, and especially with our false ego. And people are ready to risk, to give their life to protect that love. People are willing to give everything what they work for, to hold their life to satisfy that love. And it is merely just a reflection of a real love, of an ocean of love, of pure love for Krishna. And we as living entities, we are yearning, thirsty to jump, to dive in that ocean of love. People are so anxious to make themselves something very important. Musicians, they practice their particular instruments, practice, and practice. Students study so much to get that big degree. Politicians, so much effort. Sportists, athletes, they practice day and night. They get jaw fractures, they get muscle, overstretch the muscle just to become a champion one day. And in that way, everyone in every field of life tries to find satisfaction that comes from realizing our own importance. But what is the use of that satisfaction? We may be champions today, but tomorrow we may lose. We may win the gold medal today, but tomorrow somebody will come and he will overshadow us. And when that happens, it will be something very painful. The pleasure that we derive from winning today will be directly in correspondence with the pain that we will experience when we lose. Once, and ultimately, if everything goes right, then time will disappoint us. Once one drunk man, he came to one of our brahmacharis and he was drunk. And Panditji dekhte hai, like, can you read the palms? And the brahmachari, he said, yes, give me the hand. And he said, oh, you will get liver cirrhosis. He said, man, this is also the same what my doctor said. And is there any hope for me? He said, no, you will die. There's no hope for you. And he was, but any hope? He said, let me see. When you die, you will take birth again. Is it so difficult to read palms? No, Krishna is saying one who has taken birth is sure to die. One who is dead is sure to take birth again. So all our importance, all our fame, beauty, wealth, learning, it will all be dragged away from us with the time. Time will disappoint us. And also the wealth and fame and the importance of our people who are close to us, it will all be dragged away. And that's why Mahaprabhu, he said, what is the use of that? What is the use of that? Because in fact, if you just get sick, how much can you eat when you get sick? How much can you enjoy when you're sick? Nothing. And then when you die, it is all taken away from you. And that's why, who is it? So if you have bhakti, then you have everything. If you don't have bhakti and you don't have anything, you have everything. And if you have everything, and if you have bhakti, you have everything. In pleasure or in pain, Srila Prabhupada, he just wanted to serve his spiritual master. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in one book, Sri Chaitanya Mata Madhusha, he is saying, Aradyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayas Taddanam Vrindavanam Ramyah Kalchidupasana Vrajavadu Vargena Vakalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana-āyaṇe Prema Pumarto Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradarah Naparaha. Sanatan goes, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is saying that if you want to worship one personality, it should be the son of a king of Vrindavan. It should be Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. If you want to have a road map, it should be Vrindavan. If you want to follow in somebody's footsteps, it should be the Vraja Gopis of Vrindavan. And Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana-āyaṇe. Srimad Bhagavatam is a spotless Purana. Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless Purana, and it is the authority by which we can lead our life. And he's saying, and if you want to trace that goal in your life, Prema Pumarto Mahan, it should be prema. It should be the pure love of Godhead. And it is that we are aiming so high, we are aiming on the highest. If you go in this world, you may find everything. You may find famous people, you may find people who are doing sports, you may find everything. And you have everything in abundance except one thing. The most rare thing on this world is pure love for Krishna, prema, and person who has got prema. And this is something what we should aim for. So on that note, I wish to thank you all very much for your kind attention. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Shri Pralaya Lakshmi Nrsimhadevi Bhagavana ki, Nitai Gaur Premanandi. So in today's class we heard something about, it is not over. So in today's class we heard something about the previous chapters, about Lord Brahma and Narada, and then we heard something about previously what Gaur Mohan was speaking about, the spider web, and how Ramananda was giving a class, and Advaita quoting the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and then soon enough we read today's verse, and we glorified the process of bhakti, and we concluded that if you have bhakti, you have everything. If you don't have bhakti and you have everything, you still have nothing. That's right. And then for the end, if you want to chase that goal, you should chase pure love for Krishna, bhakti. And you should follow the footsteps of great devotees and worship Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. So, is there any questions or comments? If not, then good for us. If you get anything good from this class, then yeah, good for you. Now it is time for, we have still half hour, and then it is time for breakfast. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.